Hello, sports fans. We are live. First day of the NCAA tournament. March Madness going down. Fuck, I'm excited. Let's go, Mike Sports Experience fans, fights of friends, family. Cheers, all. Thank you, Robert. Hey, Robert, if you could. I don't know how I accidentally did that. Not trying to listen to myself here, I promise. Hey, Robert, if you don't mind sharing this again, like on the Fights with Friends on the chat, maybe on the page, that would be awesome. Well, I'm getting started here. I picked Oregon for this game, I think. Well, you should have. I picked Oregon for this one in both my brackets, brother. So 2014 and... Thank you, Robert. This should be a good one. Oregon representing us in the Pacific Northwest on this one against South Carolina, number 6 against number 11. Actually, let's update the score here. It's actually 19 to 20 here. Oregon on a bit of a run. Oregon on a 5-0 run right now. All right, and Dana Altman, the head coach for Oregon. Let's have a listen to what he has to say. Well, that was it. Short and sweet. 2019 one-point game here. 7:04 left in the first half. We already have a major upset earlier today. Duquesne defeated BYU number 11, knocking off number 6, 71-67 in the first round of the East region. And Oregon on the inside. Look at that beautiful pass inside to Nafali Dante, the center, and he puts it down for the Oregon Ducks. Share it on Facebook and Messenger group. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 7-0 run here for the Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack, motherfuckers. Ducks are coming through. Well, I might have just jinxed this there, Robert, because I had I think I dropped the F-bomb 3 times in the first 3 minutes. 3-pointer from the outside from South Carolina goes short. Miles Stute, number 10 for South Carolina, down there for a moment after that play. But, yeah, some incidental contact from number 10 of Oregon. That's...
doesn't allow him to land in his space. That is a good call.
And that's going to be 3 foul shots for Miles Stute of South Carolina. Mike, can you put the link for the bracket in the chat? Yes, I can. If they're not already filled out, they're not going to... they're not going to be able to get all the teams. But, yeah, I'll put it in there. Let me see if I can still invite people. Yeah, you can. Okay. I don't know how to get there without it. I forgot. All right. No worries, man. Yeah, this whole technology thing can be a pain in the dick. All right, Oregon with the ball down by 2 now. South Carolina leading 22-21. There's a 3-point attempt from the outside from Oregon. Misses South Carolina with the rebound. A lot of physical play down there. No, out and there's a whistle. And And it looks like that's going to be on Oregon, possibly number 3, Jackson Stelstad.
Dane Alton told Evan, got to get him more touches.
And actually, I'm not seeing a foul in there. Oh, was he out of bounds?
South Carolina has 8 points off its bench already.
So you're going to say he dove out of bounds when he touched the ball. Okay. There wasn't a foul. 3-point attempt misses for South Carolina. Oregon with the rebound coming up the other side of the court here. Here come the Ducks. And there's Kwame Evans on the outside with the ball, passing it to Nefeli Dante. Jermaine Couisnard now back inside to Dante, the center. Shot clock almost out. Number 3, Jackson Shellstad, takes the 3-point attempt there, misses for Oregon.
And that was pretty good offense by Oregon. They had the double on Dante down low. They swung it.
All right, 5 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not able to chat, guys, that's because you just have to hit that little subscribe button. March Madness. So, as Aerosmith said, you don't want to miss a thing. And here comes South Carolina, number 55, Cooper. Passing along the perimeter, 10 on the shot clock, and he's going to take a 3 from way out. Oregon comes up with the ball. And a beautiful lay-in on the other side from Jackson Shellstad to put Oregon up by 1. And this is already a back and forth battle. And South Carolina looking to match them on the other side. They are on a scoring drought, though. 0 field goals in almost 4 minutes now. 3 on the shot clock. They got to put something up. 2, 1. And they're not going to get it. No, they put the points on the board for South Carolina, but I don't think he put that up in time.
Another look. I don't think so.
I think
that's going to count.
It blinked before the ball left his hands. He was late by maybe half a second there. All right, the officials will take a quick review here. I don't imagine this is going to take long. It looks pretty clear on the replay that we can see.
We are trying really.
Unless that shot clock that we see is not exact, and I believe it is. At least I was under the impression that it was. Thank you, everyone that's tuning in here from Fights with Friends as we try to expand our universe here, try to get some more of the watch time and the revenue here from YouTube. You watch any of the games earlier, Robert, or anybody else? Anybody watching any of these early games? So Moorhead and Illinois. Wow, Moorhead State coming back right now. 14 seed against a 3 seed. That's an upset alert. 18:36 left in the game there. Still a lot of time left, but Moorhead State hanging with number 3 Illinois late. Number 11 Oregon, of course, leading South Carolina right now. 23-22. Earlier, Michigan State, number 9, defeated number 8, Mississippi State, 69-51. Duquesne, with the first big upset of the tournament, number 11 knocks off number 6, BYU, 71-67 over in the East region. Creighton, doing what a number 3 is supposed to do against 14 Akron, defeating them by 17 points, 77-60. Arizona smashing Long Beach State, their first entry into the NCAA tournament in their school career did not last long. 85-65, number 2 Arizona, and number 1 North Carolina absolutely taking Wagner to the tool shed. Number 16 Wagner, they defeated them 90-62. And for those the gamblers that were betting on the total, I hope you took the over on that one, because that's a total of 150. Can't remember username, but of logos or individuals. I have the Wolf one, and it says in 4th. That's what I was trying to say. What's up, Phil D. Roll? Cheers, my man. Philly D in the house. All right, 4 of you. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. 4:17 left in the first half. We got a 1-point game here between the Oregon Ducks and the South Carolina Gamecocks. All right, and here comes Oregon with a 1-point lead. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half. Good ball rotation. That's a 3 out of the corner from Jordan Tracy, the forward, and that puts Oregon up 26-22, and almost a steal there from Oregon. Getting aggressive there. Missed 3-pointer from South Carolina, and Oregon will take the ball. They get the rebound up by 4, looking to go on a little run to finish the first half. This has been a game of runs and droughts. And Oregon on the inside, the short jumper. That's Jermaine Cuisinart, number 5 guard for Oregon, and 1. The basket will count. That's a professional play, baby. Pay that man. Phil's is having a bad day. Not sure why entirely. My brain is messed up. I'll keep the stream running, but I don't know how talky I'll be. Cheers. Well, I hope your day gets better, Phil. Yeah, those are not fun types today, man. I get it. All right, South Carolina with the ball, passing around the perimeter here. South Carolina Gamecocks down by 7. And there, it looked like a steal from Oregon, but I think we're going to have a reach-in foul.
South Carolina really struggling over 5 minutes.
On number 10, Kwame Evans.
The foul is on Evans. That's
for
his
Oregon.
second, so he's going to come out, and
and he will come out.
Yeah, really
Cario Oquendo will take his place, number 0. And another strip there from Oregon, but South Carolina gets the ball back, shoots a 3, misses. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. And Cario Oquendo goes down, holding his knee. Let's watch it. Yeah, even if you're not set, that's going to be a charge when you just go WWE on somebody. Having flashbacks of the Ultimate Warrior clothesline and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. All right. South Carolina will take over the ball. Oregon State bringing the ball up the front. Oh, and man, you can't just grab onto the center.
You want to see a deep duck in?
And the Faley Dante got inside at center, and South Carolina just gives up here. Number 30, Colin Boyles. I mean, he went around for the reach around. I think he might have tickled his balls a little bit on that one. All right, Nafali Dante at the line. hits the first of 2 on a 1-and-1, so he will get a second. It says I have 2 picks, but I have no idea what that other one is. Oh, yes, that wolf was me. I just figured out how to rename Drunken Charge MMA. And the second free throw's up. It will miss. The Gamecocks will get the rebound. And they are on a long scoring drought right now. There's 55 open for a short jumper. And I think it might be mental with South Carolina right now because they miss. Oregon gets the rebound. And number 5 slicing and dicing to the inside. Look at that. Meechie Johnson laying it down. And Oregon opens up a 10-point lead. Excuse me, that was number 5, Jermaine Cuisinart at guard. And another steal for Oregon. Shellstad running down the court, and he said, oh, there was a foul? So I'm not sure. The foul might be on Oregon here.
He can take a shot. Doesn't bother him at all.
Later tonight, Washington in the house. 4:45 Pacific, 7:45 Eastern. We got my Gonzaga Bulldogs playing Morehead State, and then directly after we got our Washington State University Cougars taking on Drake University in South Carolina. There's the first free throw.
Put the weight back on, and now he's playing some great basketball. Coming up AT&T at the half, all the scores and highlights.
For Colin Boyles, he puts the first one down, so he will get a second for the Gamecocks. And here comes the free throw up, and it is good. 8-point game. Oregon will take possession. They also have the possession arrow at the moment, should there be a jump ball call. And Oregon bringing the ball up the top front. Oh, look at the pass to the inside. And can't put it down. N'Faly Dante, the center, just off of the rim there. And South Carolina trying to score their first field goal in many. Oh, man, that's just a physical move on the inside there for Zachary Davis, and he draws the foul. And he will go to the line. McNeese and Gonzaga. That's the game later, and then that'll be at 4:30. I think I said 4:45. It's scheduled for 4:30 now. And the first free throw bounces on the rim and goes in for South Carolina, 32-25. Zachary Davis will get a second. He has 10 points on the game, 8 rebounds and 4 assists already, and he hits his second. And that brings South Carolina within 6. And Oregon wants to talk about it. They were up by 10. I said, we don't want this to get away from us. 1:05 left here in Pittsburgh. And let's see what is on the schedule for later today. Oh, look at this. Illinois and Morehead State still hanging tight. 14:51 in the second half. Illinois leading number 14 Morehead State by just 1, 46-45. Dayton and Nevada, they have tipped off. 14:35 left in the first half. It is dead even at 11. Later at 3:50 Pacific, Colorado State, number 10, Colorado State will take on number 7, Texas. Texas is a 2.5-point favorite. 20 minutes after that at 4:10 p.m., Oakland. Number 14, Oakland, taking on number 3, Kentucky. Similar records during the regular season for you gamblers. Oakland 23-11, Kentucky 23-9. Kentucky is a 13.5-point favorite. So if I was going to bet on this game, I would take Oakland and give me the points. After that, at 425, it's listed at 425 now. You can watch along on TBS. We will be covering number 12 McNeese versus number 5 Gonzaga. McNeese coming from a smaller conference, but 30-3 during the regular season. Gonzaga 25-7, falling short in the finals of the Midwest Region Championship to St. Mary's. Otherwise, man, they might have ended up with a 3 seed. I was a bit surprised to see them still get the 5 seed despite losing. But at 4:35 on True TV, number 15 South Dakota takes on number 2 Iowa State. There's another big favorite. Iowa State, 15.5 points. St. Peter's in Tennessee. That one's at 6:20 p.m. Pacific. Number 2 Tennessee favored by 21.5. North Carolina State and Texas Tech. That'll tip off at 6:40 p.m. Pacific. Number 11 North Carolina State. Number 6 Texas Tech. Texas Tech favored by 4.5 points. I like NC State in that one, by the way. Number 13 Samford taking on number 4 Kansas. Samford 29-5 during the regular season. They were in a smaller conference, but Kansas, will be just 7.5 point favorites on that one. That's kind of a small spread for a 13-4. And then last but not least tonight, the third game we'll be covering today, it's number 10 Drake versus number 7 Washington State University. And we are back. Oregon with the ball up by 6:52 seconds left in the half. What's up, Adam from Allen in the house? What's going on, my friend? Wow, and the Gamecocks, the South Carolina Gamecocks have not scored a field goal in over 7 minutes. So, I mean, the fact that Oregon is only up by 6, they should be very thankful for that. And if you're Oregon, maybe you're a little concerned that your opponent didn't score a field goal in 7 minutes and you only have a 6-point lead. South Carolina will take the ball with 44 seconds left at half court. And they will pass along the perimeter. Oh, to the inside. Oh, looked like an easy basket. Oregon gets the rebound. How did that not go down? Wow, and Oregon with a 6-point lead, they'll have a chance at the last shot here because there's only 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 12 seconds left in the half. Oregon holding for the last shot. 7, 6. And it's a long 2, and he nails it. Oh my goodness. And the Gamecocks hitting a half quarter at the buzzer. It's a buzzer beater! Wow, we got to see the replay on that one. That one is going on the old YouTube. They better not get me. Well, they didn't show. That was almost a full court shot. Wow, this South Carolina at the end of the half from over half court nails it. Look at him heaving this. That's like 3/4 court. Wow, number 55, Talon Cooper. That was crazy.
Played pretty good. Just I'd like to see an 8-point lead, but you know they're going to hit some
All right,
shots.
I'm gonna post that video up here.
Pretty impressed how many different defenses you're throwing at them in that first half. What's been the approach on that side? Well, we've sat back. We haven't trapped as much as we usually do just simply because of our numbers. But the guys have done a pretty good job rotating. Dante's a presence in there. So all in all, they've done a pretty good job. Appreciate you. You bet.
Basket is good, so count.
Man, the basket is good. That was like a 3/4 court shot for South Carolina, and they will go into the second half trailing by just 5. It could be much, much worse. Yeah, that was a wicked shot there. And anybody who wasn't able to see that, will have the short up here momentarily. What? PBR in the house? More PBR is the answer. Yes, it is. What's up, my friend? PBR. Yes, sir. You know it is. And I got an alcohol alert, guys. I got a alcohol emergency here. I'm out of alcohol, Robert. Has that ever happened to you? I guess when he drinks it all and has to go to the store that night, probably. Oregon Ducks holding it down here in the Pacific Northwest, Adam. Hope you're watching. They're not Washington, but they are Pacific Northwest. And for Washington people, Seattle people, hopefully we'll start getting more on this channel. Gonzaga. We'll be covering Gonzaga in just over 2 hours as they play McNeese. And then the last game of the night we're going to cover after that is the Washington State University Cougars. They will play against number 7 Drake.
Oregon has the lead, and last time I checked, Dana Altman with the lead in the tournament, 12-2 when it's at halftime. Jay Wright, Candace
So
Carter,
11-6 there, and Illinois putting some space in between them and number 14 Morehead State. Dayton, Nevada, that's a 1-point game, 17-16 Dayton. Colorado and Texas is tipped off, 10-7 Colorado early. 14-3 Kentucky later will play, and 12-5 McNeese Gonzaga, 15-2 South Dakota State and Iowa State. Supposed to get a snowstorm Saturday. One good one before the end of the season. Says Phil, I buy 3 30-packs at a time. I get another 3 30-packs, and I'm down to my last 15. I never run out of beer. North Carolina putting a whooping on Wagner early. That's what a number 1 seed is supposed to do to a 16. Let's the replay here. The 3-pointer from the corner. Tar Heels taking out the trash early in the West first round. Final there, 90-62. That's what you're supposed to do to a 16-team seed team. A team that dares be just good enough to make it into the tournament to be sacrificed to you in the first round. 15 beers left is cutting it close for people like us, Phil. Yeah, that's definitely a day, right? Right, Robert? That's certainly cutting it within a day. All right, no ads on this channel. No ads, no revenue from that. Yet this channel is not monetized at the time. It was monetized at one time because we had the barriers, 1,000 subscribers, which we still have. And then the second thing you need is 4,000 hours in the last 365 days. We're not even close to that. So if you guys are able to watch and just like leave it streaming, if you have to leave the room, all those hours count. So I need about 333 hours a month for a year to monetize. I'm hoping to get to that 4,000 hours quicker than that, but right now we're not even on a pace that's close to 300 hours a month. For the last 28 days, it says I have 61 hours of watch time. So and for those that want to watch that half-core buzzer beater, I will share that here with you. So there's the link to that. If you guys want to check that out real quick, that'll get us a few views. I appreciate you guys really that are usually just on Fights with Friends. Maybe you're not as big of basketball fans. Maybe we'll become bigger fans of other sports together, though. I just love hanging out with this community so much. That being said, as I mentioned, I was saying these streams are not monetized. So if you can, I know a few of you are premium members already, PBR, Phil, and you guys donate every month, but we do have the Cash App, Seattle Mike, and on PayPal, benedictinc@gmail.com. No super chats available on this channel yet, but as soon as we get to 4,000 hours for a year, I'll be able to register again to monetize this channel, and then the super chat and ad revenue will become available again. Until then, enjoy ad-free watching. You should not be seeing any ads, I don't believe. If you are, feel free to skip them because I'm not getting the revenue. This is a non-monetized channel at the moment. Like I mentioned. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick restroom break since it is a halftime. Before I run outside, get myself a little energy drink. All right, guys, we are back. Washington doubleheader later tonight. As I mentioned, Gonzaga taking on McNeese in about 2.5 hours. 2 hours, 15 minutes. Then after that, Washington State Cougars taking on Drake. Link didn't work for me. It said private video. Let me look at it. Oh. Thanks, Phil. Okay, now's the time to hit it. I will put the link up again. Sorry about that, guys. It is a little hard for you guys to watch a private video. There, sorry. Try it now, Phil. And I need to take some chances on this channel. I don't have any copyrights on this channel yet, so. Oh, look at there, making some burgers there. That looks delicious. Who doesn't like a good fat cheeseburger? What's everybody eating, drinking, smoking? I know most of us, it's probably a little early to be drinking, but I also imagine the drunken charge Robert Kerrigan is probably a good 10 beers deep. That works. Nice. Thank you, Adam. Hey, Adam, we got to exchange information sometimes. I think you have my phone number. You can feel free to message me or something. I'm like free during the week. If you want to go out to the casino or go out for a hike or something, I'm pretty free during the day right now. All right, we should be going back to Oregon and South Carolina momentarily. Let's take a look at our other game over on True TV. Well, there are commercials over there on True TV as well, so they're definitely looking to get their ad revenue in. So they better not click me because I'm getting zero ad revenue. Been mountain biking lately. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some mountain biking lately. I'm looking at getting an electric bike, I think, though. Because not for the mountains, but the hills here in the city when you go through, like those hills are, I mean, they're something else. I see most people walking their bikes up hills, and those are street bikes, people in much better shape probably than I am. All right, let's look over on True TV for a minute. Yeah, here we go. Oh, Illinois just shutting the door on Morehead State. They're up 75-56 now. That's a real beating. That's what a number 3 seed is supposed to do. Not what they were doing in the first half. First half, they were really letting Morehead State play with them. Haven't been betting much except yesterday. Time to drive them to casino. Yeah, that's the part that sucks, man. Like, you got a longer drive than me. I don't know how long your drive is, but mine, as I mentioned, 30 minutes, it doesn't sound like much. But that's an hour travel time, back and forth. And you got to mess around in busy traffic, so it gets your heart rate a little elevated. And then you get to the casino and, spend some time there. Yeah, Illinois just whooping up on Morehead State here. Morehead State with the rebound, 78-56, 5:28 left in this game. Between number 14, Morehead State, and number 3, Illinois. I mean, anybody watching this right now, it's basically for the point spread, I think. And Morehead State with a three-pointer from the outside misses. There's another rebound for Illinois. We're going to go back to Oregon versus South Carolina because they are throwing up the tip-off right now for the second half. Here we go, number 5, Cuisinart for Oregon. Actually, Oregon will just pass the ball in here. Okay, 34-29 lead for Oregon. And they have the ball here early. Low-scoring first half. Much as the Boise State-Colorado game was yesterday. Number 10, Miles Stute on the outside for South Carolina. He's been big tonight. And here we go, Oregon. Oh, man. The second attempt by Jermaine Cuisinart pushes it in, and that puts up Oregon up by 7. 36-29, 19-15 left to go in the game. And here come the Gamecocks, South Carolina. Off the rim, won't go in. Oregon with another rebound here. And for those that were listening at the very beginning, I told you to take Oregon and the points. I think I might have gotten one right here. N'Faly Dante, the center on the inside with a little baby hook. And he puts it down. 9-point lead for the Oregon Ducks. That's 10 points for number 1, Dante. And a quick score by the Gamecocks to bring it back within 7. And Oregon back with the ball, looking to possibly put this back to a double-digit lead. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to put something. Oh, look at the rejection! Wow! Colin Boyles from behind. That is a Sports Center highlight. Kwame Evans was going hard to the rim. He gets rejected, and Oregon's going to have 3 seconds to put it in, and they do. Look at that. N'Faly Dante with another sizzling short jumper, and that's a 9-point lead for Oregon once again. And there's a rejection on the other side from Dante. 50-mile round trip to donate money to the casino. Though to get ahead, tough to get ahead sometimes. I hear you, man. At least 10 beers deep. I lost count, Robert. All right, a 3-point attempt for the Gamecocks. That's Talon Cooper, number 55. He nails it. And South Carolina within 6.
Gray back in for B.J. Mack, who still can't find a rhythm out there for Lamont Paris's team.
And a couple of substitutions here on the sideline for South Carolina. Jackson Shelstad, the guard, passing it inside for Oregon. There's a jumper from the outside, in and out. But the rebound for Dante! N'Faly Dante putting on a professional draft type performance. You know the scouts are watching this week, and they are falling in love with N'Faly Dante right now. Sorry, it's a 6-point. I have it. All right, and he hits the first of 2 free throws. 7-point lead for the Ducks. And now an 8, and that's 14 points on the game for N'Faly Dante. And I'll tell you, big centers that can score and play defense are very precious in the NBA. Look at this steal from Oregon! Don't fake the fuck on the nasty dunk! Jermaine Kwasnar, he just lays it in. Just smooth as silk. Smooth as he got that steal, he lays the ball in. And Oregon up by 10. And they get another steal. Ducks right now saying, hey, we're the kings of this pond. Quack, quack, motherfuckers. We're here to take over. 44-34, Oregon with the ball. Kwame Evans on the outside, passing it to Jackson Selstad, the guard. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Selstad going to pass it, and that is a long 3 for Oregon. That'll miss. Rebounded by South Carolina. And here comes the Gamecocks. Almost couldn't keep it in bounds. Beautiful pass to the inside to number 30, Colin Boyles, and he is fouled. Just the first foul of the half by Oregon. That'll be on number 1, N'Faly Dante.
Took a nasty fall on his back during the Pac-12 semifinal.
That's a guy you don't want to be fouled by. N'Faly Dante, he is a physical specimen, no doubt. Colin Boyles at the line. He is 2 for 2 today from the line. Misses the first. And he misses both, and Oregon gets the rebound. And they'll bring it up the court up by 10, looking to split this game wide open. Oh, look at that alley-oop! Oh my goodness, N'Faly Dante! Writing love letters to the scouts in the crowd with that one. That is a professional play. Oh, and a long 3-pointer from the outside from the Gamecocks. That's number 5, Meechie Johnson. And that'll silence the Oregon crowd, at least for a moment. But they come back on the other side. Look at that. Jermaine Cuisinart answering quickly with a lay-in. Oregon back up by 11. And here comes South Carolina driving to the inside 10 seconds. Oh, look at the block! N'Faly Dante controlling both sides of the board right now. And on the other side, Jermaine Cuisinart lighting the net on fire with another 3. And the Oregon Ducks have opened up a 14-point lead. And South Carolina says, we got to talk about this one. Seven in the house. Let's get it on, boss. Anyone know anything about Clemson? Mr. Hughes would if he's in the house. I don't know too much about him. Are you looking at bets or are you a Clemson fan? I'm going to bring up some odds here for the live bettors. I'll tell you, I like the direction this game is going in, of course, for Oregon. But if the Gamecocks can get hot, I really don't think they're out of this. Because as quickly as Oregon built this lead, South Carolina could come back the other way. All right, at the moment, Oregon 11.5 point favorites, 14:47 left in the half. But the money line for South Carolina is plus 750. Or you can take the 11.5 points at minus 115. I would take the 11.5 points. I think this game's going to end up being closer than this. But, South Carolina just went to a 10-1 odds on the money line and a 12.5 point underdog. So, man, there you go. Maybe you take 12.5 points. And we'll be back from this commercial break in just a moment. South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oregon Ducks. If anybody is ahead of me by a minute or so, please don't spoil. Because I think I am like maybe a minute or a minute and a half behind. All right, Oregon up 51-37. And look at this sneaky alley-oop on the back door. Wow, and that really caught South Carolina by surprise.
Oregon has 10 points in the paint. South Carolina has a total of 8 points. Kuznar, the three right before the...
All right, and here we go. South Carolina with the ball down by 14, 14:34 left in the game. A miss by South Carolina. Oregon with the rebound. And there's a three. And once again, Jermaine Couisnard slicing up these Gamecocks. Would you like some? Would you like a slice? He says. And 54-37 Oregon. 17-point lead. And here comes South Carolina looking to, wow, at least get respectable here. Another steal from Oregon. They are just dominating right now. This went from a game that was going back and forth with many lead changes to Oregon just dominating. That's the seventh steal of the game. And look at that. The pass inside to N'Faly Dante, making it look easy. He is fouled. Foul on his pelvis there. Ouch. Misses the hook under the basket. He was fouled hard. N'Faly Dante should go to the line for two. But yeah, that was a hard foul by South Carolina. Let's look into Clemson. You were mentioning if I knew anything about Clemson. Seven. So I don't know a lot, but I'm going to look up to see. I think they're playing tomorrow. That much I think is correct. Yes, they are playing New Mexico. Number 6 Clemson plays number 11 New Mexico tomorrow. 12:10 Pacific, 3:10 p.m. Eastern. At least here in the States. All right, 4 still up in the chat. 5, like I said, if you do have to leave the chat, if you can leave it going, much appreciated. Trying to get to that 4,000 hours watch time for the year. Then once we get to the 4,000 hours watch time, we already got 1,000 subscribers. This channel will be monetized once again. I'll have 2 monetized channels, and then just start working on that third. I'll have 5 channels if they let me. So there you go. I don't know a whole lot about them. 7, but Clemson is playing tomorrow. Oh, New Mexico, by the way, is a 2.5-point favorite, even though they're the lower seed at number 11. So maybe not a bad bet to take Clemson in the 2.5. Duquesne defeating BYU earlier at number 11 over 6 upset 71-67. Illinois has defeated Morehead State 85-69. That was the 14-3 game. And N'Faly Dante hits the first of 2 free throws here. If he hits this one, that'll put Oregon up by 19. And he misses it. I jinxed him. They're up by 18, 55-37. But N'Faly Dante having a professional type game, looking like a man among boys here tonight. And there's a 3-pointer from the corner from South Carolina. And he nails it. That's Meechie Johnson again. And he'll bring South Carolina within 15. That's the first point since 16:19 remaining in the half. So a 3.5-minute scoring drought there for the Gamecocks. N'Faly Dante passing it inside, going back inside for the rebound, but not needed. Jermaine Cuisinart putting it down once again. I like what he's cooking. 57-40, Oregon. That's 26 points on the day for Jermaine Cuisinart. And 33 in the lane. Wow, mowing people down. Oh. And N'Faly Dante down. Oh, he
holding that right wrist. Now he's holding his neck.
He was holding his neck there. N'Faly Dante, they're going to help him back up, but
You should come out and check on Dante.
He is hurting after that one. He might have to sit out a play after that.
This kid because he's been hurt so much in his career.
Oh,
To the bone, right in the chin.
it's an elbow to the chin.
Looks like Dante's going to get a break as Mahamadou.
There from number 33, Josh Gray, who still somehow draws the foul. I think N'Faly Dante is going to have to get used to that, though. A big guy like Shaq, I mean, you know, they would let guys kind of beat up on Shaq in the NBA back in the day because, you know, he was just so big. They wouldn't call the fouls. And Oregon with the rebound off of the second free throw. That was a miss. Cuisinart and Dante, 21 of the team's 23 second half points here. So for Dante to come out, that is big for Oregon. South Carolina going to try to take advantage of not having the big man in the middle there. He will be replaced by number 24, Mahamadou Dwyer. And that's a miss for Oregon. South Carolina with the rebound, looking to make up some ground while the big man's out. And the floater goes in.
Johnson is trying to give the Gamecocks some.
Meechie Johnson and one. I believe he will go to the line. That puts South Carolina within 14 with 11:52 left in the game. New Mexico is my team. Hope they get it. All right. Oh, I hope they get it too then, man. I thought you were a Clemson guy because you... Oh, I see. You wanted to know how good they were to see if they were going to beat New Mexico. New Mexico should win that game, I believe, but that's going to be a close one. If I had to bet no points, no anything, I mean, it's a coin flip, man. All right, whose teams have won so far? Who's coming up? Whose teams are out? Boise State Broncos, they were eliminated last night in the game we watched between them and Colorado. Colorado defeated them, pulled ahead late, and knocked the Boise State Broncos out of the tournament. Number 10, Colorado, now plays number 7, Florida, due to that win.
Royal Crackers, Thursdays at midnight on Adult Swim and next day on Max.
All right, guys. Anybody think South Carolina's coming back in this one? I don't know about that. I'm going to go to the odds here, though, from DraftKings. So, Oregon at the moment, 13.5-point favorites. If you're going to take the underdog on the money line, South Carolina, I mean, might still be worth a chance. They are a plus 1,800. So, if you, a $100 bet on South Carolina right now pays $1,800. So, Robert, a $100 bet on the South Carolina Gamecocks right now gets you to Vegas. Like, you can do Vegas on $1,800. I'm pretty sure. All right, South Carolina at the line, misses the first of 2 free throws. Oregon with the ball, and that's 3 fouls on Jadron Tracy for Oregon. Oregon with the ball in a 14-point lead, and Dante back in the game. Good to see him off the bench. That was a little worrisome when he went down holding his neck a moment ago. And the jumper on the inside, that misses, but there for the rebound is Kwame Evans, and he draws the foul for Oregon. And yeah, that's got to be demoralizing for the Gamecocks. That's what she said. No, the South Carolina Gamecocks, though, they seem to do everything right on defense there, but gives up the rebound, and Kwame draws the foul. And he's going to hit both of them. 59-43. Oregon, number 11, Oregon leading number 6, South Carolina. Wouldn't know how to start to bet. Robert, you can bet online there in Massachusetts, right? Oh, and 55. Going to the line. Zachary Davis putting it down for the Gamecocks, and it's a 14-point game. 10:40 left in the half. Oh, and once again, Jermaine Cuisinart with the ball, trying to kiss it off the glass, misses but gets the rebound.
That was a bad shot by Cuisinart there.
Horrible shot by Cuisinart, but
Fouls on Evans.
I believe he drew the foul there.
His third.
I believe. Now they're going to say that was on number 10, Kwame Evans, for Oregon. So South Carolina will take over. And there's a three from way outside, and it bangs in. Number 2, B.J. Mack, putting it down for the Gamecocks. And just like that, it's an 11-point game. And with over 10 minutes to play in this half, South Carolina's back in this. And there's a double team
By South Carolina.
from the Gamecocks, but I think he fouled there. They were trying to trap Jermaine Cuisinart, but I think they hacked him. Yes, you can bet online. Just don't know what app I should use. Download DraftKings. It's very, very easy. And there's a three-pointer from the outside, and he fucking drains it. Jermaine Cuisinart putting it down from downtown.
Was set earlier this year against Arizona. Again, 39 in that game. Mack is fouled.
Back to a 14-point lead for Oregon. But B.J. Mack, number 2 for South Carolina, draws the foul on the other side of the court. This is a fun one, guys. I hope you guys are starting to enjoy some of this March Madness. I know a lot of you are here, to support me and to support the community, and I really appreciate that. But hope you get some enjoyment out of it as well. And Mack hits the first of 2 free throws for South Carolina. Let's see if he can bring them within 12. The second is up and in. So South Carolina over the half-century mark, 62-50. And Oregon with the ball, putting it in the capable hands of N'Faly Dante. And he tries to put it down. It looks like he drew the foul.
Big to see the floor that much. He's been down the last 3 times on the floor.
Yeah, he got hacked from both sides, so I think they have a choice of who to put the foul on there.
So his tough day continues.
N'Faly Dante will go to the line once again. Just a 12-point lead now for Oregon, but Dante looking to push this to 14, and he misses the first.
Just his 17th game of the year. What a story this young man is. He's a second-year law school.
3 Oregon players with 3 fouls. Dante Mack for South Carolina now with 4. So he'll have to sit down until probably the last 3-4 minutes of this game. And Dante hits the second. 63-50, 9:28, 27-26, 9:25 left in the game. Here come the Gamecocks down by 13. And going to the rim, Meechie Johnson thought about the 3, decides to attack the hoop, and puts it down. South Carolina back within 11. That's 13 points for Meechie. On Oregon with the beautiful screen on the outside. There's number 10. Look at the pass and the dunk. N'Faly Dante. It is Dante's fire raining down on the Gamecocks right now. And they do not have any clue as to how to stop it. 65-52 Oregon Ducks. And there's a 3-point attempt from the outside for South Carolina. They're going to lose it out of bounds. Here at DraftKings, your first time a bettor will give you security up to $1,000. So whatever I bet, they will refund if I lose. Sounds too good to be true. So the deal on that, Robert, there are stipulations on those deals. So here's what it is you have to bet that money so many times before you can withdraw it. So make sure and read the fine print on that. Because you're right, it is a little too good to be true, but it is a benefit as well. Dante on the inside, and he draws the foul once again. N'Faly Dante having a career day here against the Gamecocks, and they are just confused, befuddled, and overgunned by the big man. 20 points on the day for N'Faly Dante, and he hits the first of 2 free throws, opening up a 14-point lead for the Ducks. Cuisinart, number 5, he'll take a much-needed break here. He's been lighting it up. I think he's around 30 points for the game. And Dante fires, and it hits the second. 67-52, 15-point lead for the Oregon Ducks. 8:05, 4-3, 2-1, 8 minutes left in this game, and the Gamecocks need a run. And they miss the lay-in. That's not a good way to start. Oh, but then they turn it over. Mahoney Doward in for just a moment for Dante, and he immediately turns the ball over. And there's a jumper for South Carolina. They get that one to go down. And they cut it within 13, 67-54 with 7:30 left in the game. Jackson Stelshad with the ball on the outside. And number 4 taking the 3-point shot and missing it. And I will tell you, South Carolina's got to take advantage of N'Faly Dante being on the bench right now. Cuisinart on the bench as well, too. So the 2 top scoring players for Oregon getting some rest. Oh, and almost a steal there for Oregon. Jadrain Tracy, he jumped the pass on that, but unable to stay in bounds. Oregon just been so fast today, though. 6:58 left in the game. They are going to take a little break. But yeah, check out the DraftKings. Robert, don't sign up for it yet. I'm going to give you a referral code. Come on, log in, bitches. All right, don't sign up just yet, Robert. Both of us should be able to get a reward here. I believe so. Maybe I have to be at the. Maybe I have to be inside the casino to even get my reward. But. Yeah, give me just a minute here. Well, I'm going to have to talk to the DraftKings because they gave me some money. Not a lot, but they gave me some money. I'm not supposed to mention how much because everybody might not get the same amount. So you got Gonzaga, then Washington State to Mike. Are you pumped? Yes, I am, man. Don't do DraftKings, Rob. You ESPN bet. Robert says, don't do it. Billy's ESPN bet here in Massachusetts. I'll have to look. All right, yeah. Apparently I can't get a referral for DraftKings anyways unless I'm at the casino, which is just dumb. We did have some people in here, Billy. We were up to 8. I'm glad I streamed this one, though, because I'm glad to watch this. So this has been a good game. Man, N'Faly Dante, this kid is something else. And Jermaine Couisnard for Oregon, 29 points tonight. 4th most points in a tournament game in Oregon history here for Couisnard, and he's still going. I just checked, Billy. ESPN is here in Massachusetts, but do they offer a reward? Well, I don't know if South Carolina is going to come back in this one. I kind of doubt they are, Robert. But if you wanted to bet them right now, that's 35-1. So, I mean, even a $50 bet right now is probably going to get you to Vegas. That's $1,750. It's not impossible. And there's a 3-pointer from the Gamecocks, and just like that, it's within 10. You never know, Robert. If you want to go bad enough, maybe you can will the Gamecocks to victory. All right, Couisnard and Dante back in the game after that. And Couisnard from the outside nails the 3. Wow, he threaded that needle like a professional seamstress from the outside. You can send a referral code for that app, too. I'll text it to you. Nice. Thanks for doing that, Billy. All right, South Carolina. I mean, they got ball movement here, but they seem a little confused about what to do. And they miss. Oregon with the rebound. I don't have a lot of faith in South Carolina right now, to be honest, Robert. But it will get you some good odds. Okay, thank you. Let me see if I can get some money from Cousins so I can bet. All right. Dante on the inside. No, excuse me. That's Couisnard on the inside. Blocked by Taylon Cooper, the forward for South Carolina.
Back to the first game, too.
And Cooper draws the foul.
South Carolina.
Looks like Cooper got the ball off of that block and then drew the foul. So South Carolina will take the ball over, down by 13, 70-57. 5.5 minutes left in this game. And here comes South Carolina on the inside. The baby hook puts it down. Back to 11. South Carolina's going to need some stops now, though. They are nowhere near out of this game, but they need some stops on defense, and they need to go on a run. And Couisnard to the inside to Dante. That's going to be a hard combination to beat for a lot of teams.
And that's going to be his 4th foul.
Let's see, who's the foul on there?
Yep.
Yeah, Michi Johnson fouls Couisnard on the inside, knocking the ball out. And maybe a bit of an acting play there from Couisnard to draw the foul. But that's 4 fouls on Michi Johnson, and they need him in there. He's got 4 points tonight, and for the moment, they're keeping him in. Couisnard going to the line, hits the first of 2. Actually, that was vital because that was on a 1-and-1. That puts Oregon up by 12. She controls money. I would have to have her send money to my Cash App to bet with. All right, and the second goes down for Oregon and back up to a 13-point lead. Couisnard now most points in an NCAA tournament in Oregon school history with 34, and what a combination. Jermaine Couisnard and N'Faly Dante is for Oregon. Oh, and there's a quick bucket, though. A silent quick bucket. Taylon Cooper. with a quick lay-in, and the Gamecocks down by 11. Oregon with the ball. Gamecocks need some stops here. And Cuisinart is not the guy to have with the ball if they want it. And he gets the assist. He passes it to Kwame Evans as Kwame Evans flushes that down. 13-point lead for Oregon, and wow.
Evans thought he got all ball.
Kwame Evans with the sick block on the other side here for Oregon, but it looks like he's going to be called for the foul. He gets the dunk on one side,
Helps him.
the gravity-defying block on the other side. Man, is he up high.
Follow through. That's his fourth.
He blocked that almost at the rim, but they're going to call the foul on Kwame here. Kwame Evans, his fourth foul, and I think they're going to sit him here for a moment. Now he's still in right now.
About Oregon only having 8 healthy
And the first free throw misses
much more than 8 anyway.
here for number 5, Michi Johnson. CC foul trouble.
The guys and they're good players.
BJ Mack and Michi Johnson each have 4 fouls for the Gamecocks. Evans with 4 fouls for the Ducks. And Michi hits the second of 2, and it's a 12-point ball game. But here comes Oregon. And the Gamecocks have had a very hard time of stopping them today. And there's Evans on the inside, misses the lay-in, but gets the rebound and draws the foul. Kwame Evans, as if the Gamecocks needed another powerhouse to stop right now. They can't stop Cuisinart and Dante, and now they have Kwame Evans coming alive. You know, Rob, when you get the money, and I'll walk you through it. Nice. Thanks for that, Billy. Yeah, like I said, I talked to Billy, actually. Billy, find the best, like around 15-1 odds, whether it's a game, a parlay, or whatever, that Rob can bet on. Because if he puts $100 on a 15-1, I think that's going to get him to Vegas. That's going to get your plane ticket and your hotel, at least, Rob. At the moment, it's just me and PBR. So if we split a room 3 ways, if PBR is all right with it, we'll roll a bed in. Roll in an extra bed. Because you're not sleeping in my bed, much as I like you. All right, just minutes left in this game. Oregon up 74-62. Odds got to be pretty astronomical at this point. Yeah, if you're looking for the dog money on South Carolina. Hey, 30-1, Rob, plus 3,000. I think they're about to pull this one off the table, though. 3:53 left in the game. Yeah, they blacked out the odds, so that means they may go back on the board, but I think they're down for now. Nope, it's back. It is back on the board, and South Carolina, there you go, Robert. 40-1 odds on South Carolina right now, down by, what are they down now? Down by 12. 40-1 odds, Robert. A little over 3 minutes left in the game. I mean, it's doable. It's doable. I mean, if you're going to talk about a 40-1, that's insane. That's Mike Tyson, James Buster Douglas type upset. And to me, it would not be that kind of an upset if South Carolina came back and won this game. 40-1, Robert. Or anybody. 40-1. Take a shot in the dark. Throw $10 on it you and the wife are having several nice dinners off a $400 win. I do think Oregon is going to hold on to this lead and win, but at 40-1, that's definitely tempting. Kwame Evans shoots the first of two, and that'll put Oregon up by 13. 3:56 left to go in this game, though. Still plenty of time to play here. And Kwame Evans hits the second of two. And here comes South Carolina on the other side. A three-pointer from the outside misses, but they get the rebound. That's Miles Stute. And there's another three-point attempt. And B.J. Mack nails it for the Gamecocks. And it's an 11-point game. 3:20 left in the game. Still 40-1 money on South Carolina. That is ridiculous. Cuisinart on the inside. Misses it, but he will be fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. Jermaine Cuisinart at the line, and he hits the first. And he nails both of them. 13-point lead for Oregon. Cuisinart, 36 points. And there's a three out of the corner for South Carolina. A miss, and Oregon gets the loose ball. They're going to bring it up the court, and they're going to start using a little bit of this game clock. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Oregon's going to slow this down now. 2:42 left in the game. Oh, and Cuisinart throws it up, airballs it, but Dante gets it underneath. Misses. South Carolina with the ball with a chance to cut it down to 10. And there's another steal from the Ducks. What a wild game. And Cuisinart with the ball once again. That's 8 steals in this game for the Oregon Ducks. And Jermaine Cuisinart with the ball once again. 36 points for him already. He's getting trapped and double teamed. He's going to have to call a timeout.
Who got trapped with 8 seconds on the shot clock. 2 timeouts left for the Ducks.
All right, smart timeout there from Cuisinart. I know you're up by 13. There's only 2:09 left in this game, but you do not want to allow the Gamecocks a chance to get back in this right now. I don't know who Oregon is playing next, Billy, but man, the way that duo of Cuisinart and Dante played today, it's going to be a tough matchup for anyone. Kind of want to bet on Gonzaga, Billy, but they're 6.5-point favorites. What's the money line? All right, I'm gonna text you here, Billy. I cannot see local games on my side. All right, 13-point lead for the Ducks, 2:09 left in this game. There's Jermaine Cuisinart's mother up in the crowd. She's got to be proud today Dante on the inside. He hits the hook, but I believe he was fouled before he shot there.
Pac-12 team that she could make, and they made that.
I'm not sure that was even a shooting foul because it wasn't an act of shooting yet, but they are in the bonus, so it's not going to matter. All right, Cuisinart going to the line. And Dante misses the first of two. And he's going to hit the second, 79-65, and Oregon close to putting this one away. All right, Cuisinart at the line. He's Meechie Johnson at the line for South Carolina. And South Carolina within 11. And here comes Oregon. Oh, straight to Dante.
To South Carolina.
And the ball will go to South Carolina.
And Dana Altman is saying, let's go to the monitor to check, which they can do inside 2 minutes.
Dana Altman, coach for Oregon, he says he's not taking any chances here. He said, I want that reviewed. Let's go to the monitor. They do not want to give South Carolina even the smallest chance to get back into this game.
Charge.
And let's see what they decide. That's an official review
A lot
here.
of family and friends here. Harris grew up in Findlay, Ohio, and not too far away, so a bunch of his buddies.
South Carolina with 26 wins this season, but it's looking doubtful they're going to get a 27th tonight. Nevada leading Dayton, number 10 Nevada leading at number 7 Dayton 46-35 with 11 minutes to go in that game. Colorado State and Texas tipping off at 3:50 Pacific, so that's in about 35 minutes. Had the stream run on my other phone outside while I was getting stuff done. It's so cold the battery died. Just realized deja vu. Well, thank you, Phil. Phil, dedicated to the cause. I appreciate it, my brother. 79-68. Let's see what the official review says here.
So 1:49 to go, and how about the duo of Couisnard and Dante today? 59 points on 20 of 30 shooting.
All right, and Oregon will take the ball. This is going to make it much harder for South Carolina. They really needed to win that review. And Oregon taking time off the clock now. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:36:35 left in the game. There's a jumper from Couisnard, and he nails it. 81-68 Ducks.
One thing I can tell you, Andrew, is that this is not going to be an easy prep for Creighton because you're playing against a defense that you've never seen all year, and you got one day to prepare. This is not an easy prep.
And Oregon with another steal. That's 10 steals on the game for the Oregon Ducks. And they're about to start celebrating here in a moment.
Not the guy you want to foul. 84%.
South Carolina forced to foul here with 1:07 left in the game, down by 13. And Oregon starting to make preparations for Creighton. And he hits the first of two. Excuse me, he is number 3, Jackson Shelstad. Oh, and a quick basket from the Gamecocks. A quick 3, and they're back within 12, and then some double team there. They're going to cause a
Foul committed.
tie up here. Looks like that's actually maybe going to be a foul on South Carolina.
Sounded like Oregon was trying to call timeout.
South Carolina's going to make Oregon earn this one down to the buzzer. Last player with 38-plus points in a win in quite some time. And Jackson Shelstad hits the first of 2 free throws for Oregon. And Phil D with the first donation of the night, hitting us on the Cash App. Thank you, Phil. Philly D. And Oregon back up by 14 now. South Carolina, a quick score. Gets it back within 12, but Oregon with the steal. Or excuse me, Oregon now having a hard time getting the ball down, and they are fouled. So a 12-point lead for Oregon. They'll go to the line, and you can about put a fork in this one in Pittsburgh. And that's 10-plus fouls for South Carolina. Of course, they have to foul now. 38.6 seconds left in the half. Oregon will have to try to inbound it again here, though. And he gets it to one of the last guys you want to see on the line for South Carolina, Jermaine Couisnard. Really putting up the points today.
One of the bid stealers that took away so many spots over the last weekend of college basketball.
One of the 5 bid stealers.
Oregon only has 1 turnover this half.
Whatever Dana told him at halftime, she bottled it.
And this free throw for Couisnard is to give him 40 points in the game. 40.
Wow, this one will make it 40 for Couisnard, and it does. And that should seal this. 87-73 Oregon. I mean, South Carolina, they're they're going to do what they can up till the final buzzer, but you can put a fork in them. All right, on the verge of one more upset here, Oregon and South Carolina, and I think you can pretty much call this one. Cousin said she would give me 25, but can't do it right now. Oh, just came inside. A little physical labor helps the brain. Helps mine, at least. Me too, man. Billy says St. Peter's is plus 1,500 to beat Tennessee. That would win Rob 150 for every $10 bet. That would get him there. I don't see St. Peter's beating Tennessee, but I mean that's why they're a 15-1 underdog. And things like this happen in the tournament. Plus it's cold as fook. Gotta thaw out. Says Phil, nice. When is that game, Billy? Robert, my cousin said she'd give me 25. Can't do it right now. Sorry I left you guys for a few minutes in the house talking to cousin about betting. No worries. Mountain West boys bet the Mountain West teams. For a second I was like, where's my wrench? But then I realized this is the other channel. Oh yeah, we need some moderators over here. Let's take care of that. All right, Phil. You are now a mod. So everybody in here is a mod at the moment. Rob, there is tomorrow to bet too. Yes. Second 11 seed to win today. Yeah. 11 and 6 seeds. That's what was the other one earlier? I know I was just talking about it. Oh, Duquesne over BYU, 71-67 earlier. And that's going to be the final here. Oregon, 87. South Carolina, 73. Cheers to beers, right? Hey, I'll snipe some spammers if I see them. Yes, snipe them. But we probably got to be careful about that word. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. I will be back in about an hour for Gonzaga versus McNeese. Okay, cool, Bill. Tell me a good game to bet on tomorrow. All right, guys, look for it. I will share it in the Fights with Friends chat and on the channel. I'm going to put up the metadata for that right now. But we're going to be streaming the Gonzaga Bulldogs and Washington State Cougars back to back. And I'm about to put in a parlay bet on that. So that'll at least give us something to talk about tonight. Colorado over Florida, Rob. Yeah, I like that one. Or if there is a later game tonight, that would be good to bet on. Nice. All right, guys. As always, I love you. I respect you, and I'll see you at Fine Asses in about an hour.